When you talked about Salesforce, because it is also one of the emerging technologies and the platform. So many of the students are having that confusion. If they are very good in programming and the coding, then they can go in the Salesforce. So as per your interaction, I just got an idea that if you are not good in programming also, then also you can go for the Salesforce, right?
Yeah, definitely, because I'm not working on Salesforce, but I have been interacting with people who are working on Salesforce in my company. Uh, Many of my seniors have suggested me, if you are good at coding, don't go for Salesforce initially, because then you do not need much of the coding part. If
Right.
you want to explore more in the coding part, you need to be staying in Java or Python or Node.js. So you opt for those technologies if you are good at coding. If you are not good at coding, you just have a basic idea, opt for Salesforce or any other technology which is lesser in that thing. I would say I'm working on Grafana currently. You can go for the visualization tools as well. They are a very good source of income right now,
Okay.
because there you require only analytics ability, how you can plot the charts. That's it. That is what is required. Everything is drag and drop, and that is a very good opportunity for someone who do not relate to coding background.
Very nice. So I think student can make a career in the Salesforce also. So my another question to you, any BTech student who is pursuing career in the computer science or any other branches, right? So how they can become a good software engineer or the developer? What skills they have to develop so that they can easily become a good software engineer in any companies wherever they are going, or the meta cube also if they come.
Okay. If you are talking about an interview, how do we need to crack an interview? That is regarding how far most of the companies do ask you about the basics of any language. If you are on, you do not need to know all of the language. Just pick one out of the lot. If you are on Java, pick that up and dig deep into that thing. Okay. So most of the question would be around that only. You just need to know the core of that thing. And I would say you should always go for a dry run coding. What would be the output of this code? That would actually push your mind to think about how that code actually works. So that thing is mostly asked in an interview to basically a pattern wise questions, or something you can go for a lead code wherein you can practice a small questions which are what would be the second largest number or something like that. So I would say not much time is required. You can take out might be 1 or 2 hour on your weekend, and then you can practice that thing. So that coding questions would definitely help you in the interview, because even though there are not much requirement of data structure and that in the ongoing project, but still in the interview, just to test how your mind works, how you adapt to things, they might ask you those things. So that is one thing. And if you are speaking in an interview about things like I have done this thing, you must have a knowledge what you have actually done around that thing, because they would ask you questions on what was this and why did you choose that thing. If you are talking about a database, so they would ask you why did you design such schema in that thing, what was the reason of choosing this particular type and not that one. So that kind of question you will encounter in any of the interview.